In this video, I'll show you what my garden is currently looking like in February. Round 3 of winter sowing is in progress. Winter sowing involves planting seeds in containers, taking them outside to leave over the winter. The seeds will germinate in the spring when the soil warms up. As many of you all know, this is my first time growing indoors using a hydroponic growing system. I'll be giving you guys an update. Lastly, I'll be planting some things. Once the ground has thawed, there's no longer any danger of frost. One thing I learned is that yarrow, as well as the bachelor button flowers, they will germinate in cooler soil. Apparently, the sweet alyssum doesn't mind cooler soil as well. Note taken. We have had a rough 2025 winter here in the Maryland, D.C. area. Several snowfall days with temps dipping down as low as and crazy 8 degrees. Needless to say, my garden plants did not like the disrespect. Finally, we received some rain and the snow is all gone. These are 2-year going on 3-year-old brassicas. Time to pull them out. They have really shallow roots and they produce massively. Out with the old, in with the new. Shake off all of this soil. We don't want to lose any of this valuable, precious soil to send to throw away soil. It can be reused. You just amend it by adding nutrients back to the soil. The plant doesn't feed the soil feeds the plant. Get them all out of there. 2025. Keep the gardening hope alive. Don't let winter depression get to you. Get out of your home, get some fresh air. Even if it's not gardening, just get out, take a walk, get some fresh air in those lungs. I feel better already. Winters can be rough. Take care of yourselves. This is all we get. Waiting on some delicious strawberries. I have 2 units here. I'm going to start with the first one. This is my Leisure pepper plant. She's got quite a few flowers on her. No fruit yet, but she's nice and tall and she's gotten a really nice start. My plan is to transplant her out into my spring garden once the weather warms up. Here's some Swiss chard, and there's more Swiss chard down here as well. My struggle tomato plant, it's hanging in there. The leaves fall off, but then more grow back, so I guess that's a good thing. Here is the scarlet kale. Here is some cilantro, mustard greens here, and this is Chinese celery. These leaves are massive. And this is Siberian kale, chamomile, buttercrunch lettuce, and that's what's growing in the first unit. Here in my second unit, I have mostly herbs along with some tatsoi. I also have some dill, Vates collards, some thyme, got some chives here, basil, got some oregano back there. Sage has not germinated yet. Marjoram has not germinated yet. Oh no, there's a little bit. The marjoram has germinated. Small little green bit there. Nothing yet on the tarragon, but I'm also winter sowing tarragon as well, so that if this doesn't work out, I still have what's outdoors. And I do have lemon balm growing outdoors. I wanted some inside where I could just grab it quickly if I needed it. Parsley, still waiting. I see the seeds in there, but nothing yet. These were started January the 31st. And that's what's growing on here. Started my sweet potato on the 17th. No roots yet. Also got some Swiss chard and kale growing here as well. Musclin. And I'm going to harvest this week. I rotate them just to make sure all the sides are getting a little light. And this is just water. Round 3 of winter sowing. Preparing some soil here to get more seeds planted. Got to get a head start on this spring 2025 garden. I'm excited to share some of the seeds that I'm planting, as well as some fun facts and health benefits. Gardening doesn't have to be expensive. I use various types of containers to start seeds, especially when I'm winter sowing. I use a milk jug, water bottles, this rice container, as well as this cookie bowl. Are you someone who's been watching the winter sowing method, thinking about trying it, but have not yet? If that's you, what's stopping you? What's the concern? Once you've decided what you want to use to grow in, find yourself a nice fluffy potting mix. I'm using this handy dandy soldering tool to create some drainage holes in my containers. I'm using duct tape to seal the containers. I found that it works the best. This will be my first time growing ground cherries. I'm looking forward to tasting this tart tomato berry. I added drainage holes at the top and the bottom so that the soil doesn't dry out and it allows in rainwater. I'm going to give this container a try. It already has holes at the top and the bottom. Scarlet kale has a reddish, purplish color leaf and a peppery flavor. It can be used in salads, smoothies, and other dishes. Kale is one of those superfoods high in vitamins A, C, and K. It's also low in calories. We do love that. Before kale became popular, it was often used as a garnish to elevate the appearance of a meal. Well, look at us now. We will scarf it down like nobody's business. Mustard greens have an anti-inflammatory property which may help with arthritis. Mustard greens have a peppery, spicy flavor. Gotta love that. However, if you're not into the spicy, peppery flavor, harvest the leaves when they're young and tender for a milder flavor. I have more detailed winter sowing videos in my playlist if you're interested. Yellow squash is another summer favorite. It is delicious roasted in the oven or sauteed on the stovetop. It's a good source of vitamin B6, which is good for skin health as well as red blood cells. Squash seeds are a little bit larger than most seeds, so I'm giving them a little push down a little further into the soil. The general rule of thumb is to plant a seed twice as deep as the seed itself is wide. Squash is a good source of vitamin C, which helps to heal cuts and wounds. When it comes to labeling bottles, containers, tags, and all of the things, a good pen is hard to find. We're going to try this out and see how it works out for us. I'm growing valerian because it is said to help or improve menopause symptoms. I'm a lady of a certain age and I'm going through some things, so I'm going to give this a try. Shout out to the 50 and over club. 50 and fabulous, baby. Fun fact, St. John's wort is named after John the Baptist because the plant blooms around the time of the feast of John the Baptist in late June. Back in the day, people hung it on their windows and doors because they believed it would drive evil spirits away. It's used for a variety of conditions such as insomnia, depression, and wound healing. Thai basil and mugwort. I love Thai basil. It's one of my favorites. I sprinkle it on eggs, in salads. I definitely don't want to be without it. And of course, I sprinkle it on pizza too. Mugwort is a host plant for butterflies and moths. Fun fact, mugwort was also used to drive away evil spirits. Mugwort was also used to help soothe menstrual cramps as well as child labor pains. Did you know zucchini contains more calcium than a banana? And a small one is only 25 calories. So it's a great choice for weight loss. Who knew? I hope you were inspired to try winter sowing. It really does work. Well, we got a lot done today. We'll get these placed outdoors, and when the temperature warms up, the seeds will germinate. It'll be time to party, baby. I also wanted to get these tomato seeds planted. I won these seeds over at GT Junior Grows in Alaska. Look at this tomato. Is that not a cool looking tomato? Look at the spoon tomato. So cool. I've got to get these planted as well. I am so blessed to be a part of such an amazing community of gardeners. Teaksy, thank you so much for these seeds. I really appreciate it. I cannot wait to get them planted and show you how they turn out. All of my plant babies are outdoors. I'm going to have so many plant children to care for in the spring, but I am here for it. Now, I usually have more milk jugs than anything else. We ran out of milk jugs. We just don't drink a whole lot of milk these days, my family and I. But we do drink a lot of bottled water, and so this is what we had. But I'm excited to have gotten all of this work done and look forward to showing you guys the big reveal, boy or girl, and naming some plant babies. Yeah, exciting times, exciting times. What are you all winter sowing? Let me know down in the comments. Would love to hear what you guys are up to as well. Eloc Nation, it is almost that time. Spring is almost here, and I cannot wait to start this garden. Should any of the labeling wear off, I'll be able to refer back to this video to see just what in the heck I planted out here. So this is going to be helpful. I'm looking forward to that lemongrass and that hyssop. Just so many things. Yeah. Really excited. It's like never ending, these bottles. Yeah. But everything is here and accounted for. We will be planting the Yukon Gold potato. It's already starting to sprout. Also the red Norland potato, red Baron onions, 60 sets in here. The Stuttgarter onion, 60 sets, deer resistant. That's what they say. Also, we have the snowball onions. We're going to try these out as well. I'm going to be growing asparagus from seed. Also, I decided to try the plants. This is the Mary Washington, just to get a little bit of a head start. And there are 3 plants in here. And I have 2 of those. And last but not least, I picked up some canna. That's going to be really lovely in the spring garden. And these were $14.98. I'll dig them up in the fall and then replant them in the spring. So that's a pretty good investment. Almost forgot. 3 bulbs of California soft neck garlic. Now, I already have some garlic planted out there, but this one says plant as soon as possible in the early spring once the soil is workable. It's 2 to 4 weeks after your last frost. So we're going to give this a try as well. So I am really excited for the temperatures to warm up. I'm ready to get out there and start planting and growing my spring garden. How about you? Be kind to yourself as well as others. We are all going through something. See you next time. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. Find something you love and have fun doing it. Thanks for watching.